Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of The Blind Coffee Man. And today, we have a taste test on deck. I've already ground this, so that's something that doesn't have to be done. So what do I have for you today, you ask? Today, I have Boyer's Coffee's Peaches and Cream Coffee. It is promised to taste like summertime. It's got peaches with some vanilla cream, made of 100% Arabica beans. So that's what we have on deck today. So let me get the, hold on one second. Let me get the filter prepared. I'm going to scoop out some of the coffee into the filter. We're going to get that ready, and we'll get the cup ready, and finally, we will brew the coffee. 3-step process. We'll do that. Let me put the cup holder on the filter. Oh dear. The little lock thing has come off of the container. Okay. Alright, I'll have to have someone look at that. It looked a little bit loose, and now it's completely come off. So, okay. Now, okay. Excuse me. All right. Let's get the coffee. Let's get the coffee maker and cup prepared. Get some sugar and let's brew this up, and as is tradition, I will share my cup of coffee with you. We'll taste test this together. Hold on one moment. Here we go. Just remove the tops of the sugar packets. And then we will pour that into the cup. Like this. Pour that now. Let me grab creamer. And we will, hold on. There we go. We'll pour some of this into the cup as well. All right. Okay, we're gonna put the cup on the drip tray, the machine. We're gonna fire this up. Let me find my cup. Whoops. I knocked a paper towel in the sink. Hold on. Oh, there we go. There it is. Misplaced my reusable filter. I found it though. And you know what? Go ahead and clean this up. There are coffee grounds on the counter. So I'll move the trash can over and we'll get that cleaned up right now. Let's see. I'll use my hands to find them. There, I see, right there. Now this peaches and cream coffee you can actually serve either hot or you could do iced coffee. You have a machine that does that. We do not have, well, we don't have a machine here that does iced coffee, but you could, in theory, do iced coffee. You have to do it the old-fashioned way, which means that you brew the coffee and then you put, you prepare everything, then you put the ice in the cup and you just brew the coffee with the ice in it. So you could, in theory, do that. So that is an option, and they say you can serve it hot or ice. This is perfect for sunny days or slow starts and everything in between. So that is what the description said on the BoyersCoffee.com website. I'd be curious to see if they have a video of this peaches and cream coffee, and they're on YouTube as well, Boyer's Coffee. You can go and check them out and subscribe to them. There you go. The coffee is brewed. Now it's just a matter of taking care of this reusable filter. I'm gonna hold it over my counter trash can, and it's hot, so you gotta be careful. I'm gonna give this a few taps to get the grounds out of here, or as much of this as I can get out. There's still a little bit of this left in here. We can rinse that out. That will come out with water. What you don't want to do, in my experience, you do not want to leave that to cool, because then the grounds will harden. And once they're hardened, it's going to be impossible to get them out. So you don't want to do that. Alright, I'm just going to clean up the parts of this coffee filter. There's a paper towel to dry them. I'll have them dry. So we'll put the top over here to dry. And, okay, okay. Misplaced the cup holder part to the filter. But it turns out it was right under my nose in the drain. It was in the drain. There you go. Put that here to dry. And now we have to, I'm going to put the original cup holder back in the coffee maker. I can't seem to line this up correctly. There it is. Just snaps right back in place. Let me grab the lid of my coffee cup. And now we can run this through. We can use the frother. We're gonna stir this and make sure that the sugar and the creamer mix well with the coffee. I'll take you up and have I'll share a cup of coffee with you. I'll share a sip of coffee, because it might be too hot. I'm going to make sure that we're gonna rinse off this stir stick. There we go. Let me give my hands one last wipe. I have to transport everything. Oh dear. I missed a spot. Okay. Okay. A little bit more cleanup to do. I'll grab the trash can again. We'll do it. I'm gonna attempt to sweep these grounds into the trash can here. Make sure that get in. Should wipe this. Just doing this with my hands isn't working. I know. I know what I'll do. If you're blind, you've often been to the training center. And in the training centers, sometimes they will have classes devoted to problem solving. It's not really a major problem, but we have the issue to where the grounds do not want to leave the counter. You can sweep them into the trash can, but they, so you want to get them off, and you want to clean the counter. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a dish rag. I'm going to get the grounds off the counter and try to get those swept into the trash can. And we can wipe that down and get okay. This is okay. Let me turn this because this is not doing what I want it to do, which often happens here. So I get that up as best I could. Let me take this back to where it was. And alright, so let's go back upstairs. Let's go upstairs. We started this video down, so let's go back up. We'll go back and enjoy this delicious cup of coffee. Hot here today. The heat has returned to the region. We enjoyed a brief respite from this summer heat, but the heat is returned. Hold on, let me make some additional preparations. I'll put the coffee cup down there. Be right back. All right, we are back. And it's time to taste test this coffee. This is Peaches and Cream Coffee. I saw this last month, so at the first of the month, I bought some, in addition to the staples that we have here in the Coffee Man household. We get butterscotch and coconut cream, and we have videos of coconut and butterscotch. Coconut cream and butterscotch toffee coffee. These have already been tasted. They've been taste tested here on the Blind Coffee Man. And if you want to see those, they are on the channel still. Make sure that you give this video a like. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe as well. We'll have more taste tests. We have 2 taste tests that I've never had before. We have 1 taste test that I haven't had. And we have a throwback taste test coming up. What we have is we've got Boyer's Coffee's Chocolate Mousse Coffee. And we also have a throwback. This is Boyer's take on French vanilla coffee. So we'll have that as well. So all of that is still to come. We'll have that for you on the Blind Coffee Man. Coming up maybe this winter, I'm thinking of expanding to do hot chocolate. We'll taste test hot chocolate. Maybe if somebody has a nice, if they have a certain tea they want to try, we'll have some tea for the Keurig machine. And Green Mountain has a mulled cider. They have a mulled cider type deal, so. I wouldn't mind actually trying some mulled cider, actually. Especially that in the Keurig machine. I think that would be interesting. I would actually love to try that. So that is something I'm thinking of, because not everybody drinks coffee. Some people drink the cider. Some people drink the hot chocolate. So would you be interested maybe this winter in a taste test of certain kinds of hot chocolate or other hot beverages that can be made? Let me know if you would like that or not. We may put I might put a post up on the community. We may make a blind coffee man post. You can let me know if you'd be interested in a hot chocolate test. Or better yet, you could also just let me know down in the comment section below. I do read my comments. Also, while we have a minute, I want to remind you to make sure that you check out Nick and James Gaming, and also check out our special awesome family. Check out Kitten's Musings. Also, you can check out Boyer's Coffee. They have a YouTube channel. Check out the Far Out World of Coffee Creation. They do good work over there. I would say to those on that channel, my heart is grieving because, as you know, we had the taste test of sweet buttered rum coffee. Well, they don't have, at least this company that I bought it from last, they don't have it anymore. And I liked sweet buttered rum. I liked it more than I thought I would. So do that. You can check out, I believe it is called Christie's Happy Place. Check out, I mentioned our special awesome family. Check out Tiffany Gray. You can also check out Doing Everything Blind, if I haven't mentioned him yet. Check out Duo Disabilities with my friend Kylie Schaefers. You can check her out there. Check out Technology, Gaming, and More. You can do that. I believe that would be my friend Garrett Fanton. Check out Civity Tech. You can check them out. Also, check out Bree Kitty. You can also check out The Past Comes to Life. You can do that as well. Check out, if I haven't mentioned her yet, Hannah Hart Music. Although she hasn't done much in a while. So you can check them out. There are some others. There are those of you who I may have missed who have subscribed. And if I've missed you, please let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure to get you next time when we have Boyer's Chocolate Mousse Coffee. Some of these things are in single serve, others are not. I wish they would have more offerings in single serve. Now, Boyer's has started a process. They've started offering cold brew coffee. Now, I haven't had the chance to have the cold brew coffee yet, but I'd love to have it. And as I've mentioned, you can actually we could have served this over ice, but I'm doing hot coffee. It's my first cup of coffee today. Sometimes the old coffee man has 2 cups of coffee. Sometimes we only have 1. So I'll probably have another one today. Most likely, after I get some stuff done around the office, I will let them know. I'll go have some coffee. I'll get some stuff done around the office first, and then I'll have my second cup of coffee. After we send this off to you on the channel, I'll get to other things after I make a couple of phone calls that need to be made. There we go. It's still a little hot, so I'm nursing the cup of coffee because it's still hot. You know, you don't want to burn the roof of your mouth. As we've discussed on the channel before, these Keurig coffee makers, they make coffee in excess of about I think anywhere from 182 to 187 degrees. And so you burn the roof of your mouth if you're not careful. Now I heard, I checked last Friday. I checked to see if the K-Select, which is what you've often seen me use here on the Blind Coffee Man, if it's still being made, and it is. Excuse me. And that's good. It's still being made. It retails for $149. Now, when I got the K-Select in 2020, it was $129. However, if you sign up for Keurig Perks at Keurig.com, they have a deal. I think you get 20% off. They'll have a thing where you enter your email address and you'll get 20% off. So the $149 would be $89. And it's worth every penny. And there was a company I was looking at called Delaney, and they do all kinds of like kitchen appliances. They do coffee makers and they do things like that. And you can have like espresso and other drinks that you might like at the touch of a button. So I called them to see if their machines had buttons or just touch screens, and excited, a very excited customer representative greeted me and answered my questions. They said it was accessible And maybe one day we'll have one here in the Blind Coffee Man that I can try out. Because I've shown you my Keurig, I've shown you my coffee grinder, my stir stick. I've shown you my self-stirring cup, which is also very good, by the way. And I did that when I tried my Aspen Gold coffee. If you'll look at the comments section on that video, I placed a link to a self-stirring cup. And you can look at it, you can buy it, you can get it for yourself. And I saw that Boyer's had a stainless steel coffee scoop. I'd be interested in seeing that in action. A lot of y'all aren't like me, but maybe some of you might have an idea of how to solve this problem. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, trying to get the coffee grounds off the counter, problem solving, getting them into the trash can and getting them up off the counter. I mentioned that when you go to some of the training centers for the blind and they gear you up for moving into your own apartment, excuse me, I just keep burping and burping and burping and burping and burping. So here's the question I have for you all. If you're like me and you've gone to a training center and maybe you've taken a class in problem solving, I come to the community at large, the Blind Coffee Man subscriber base, because some of y'all are blind, but a lot of y'all probably don't have this grinder. You've seen me demonstrate the Bottom Bistro Burr grinder. It's a wonderful grinder. So here's the issue with it. So last week I was trying to grind this peaches and cream coffee, because if you put too much coffee in the grinder, it gets jammed. And therein lies the problem. When it gets jammed, I cannot think of a way to unjam it. And so I come to the community at large and ask, how would you go about unjamming this? Now, I was able to have sighted assistance, which is a great and wonderful thing. But there are times when you don't always have sighted assistance. And then it's like, what do you do? It's still a good machine. You don't, obviously you don't want to throw it out. But you also, because it's still useful. But you have to figure out how to unjam it. So far I haven't really found a workable solution. So there you go. And another bit of random conversation. I was looking at some videos regarding iOS 26. As you know, iOS 26 will be the next
operating system across Apple devices. They'll have iOS 26 for iPhone, iPad OS 26 for iPad. They'll have Mac OS Tahoe 26, TV OS 26, Vision OS 26, and HomePod OS 26. They'll have all that. And one of the things that I'm now excited about, since they released iOS 26 Beta 6, and they'll soon have iOS 26 Beta, Public Beta 3. So iOS 26 Beta 6, at least as I know it now, has been released to registered developers, and they'll have that for public beta testers. But I'm looking forward to they have new ringtones now for iOS 26, at least that's what they had in Beta 6, and all the videos that I was watching. These are, as someone would say, remixes to their Reflections ringtone. And then they have a new original one called Little Bird, which, they've got one called Dreamer, and, that's very catchy. And so I'm looking forward to that. That'll come sometime in mid-September, so next month. If you happen to be watching this, it's still the month of August. It'll be available in September. Please excuse me. Good grief. Good coffee. So, there we go. We've had a heck of a NASCAR season, and we congratulate last week's winner. We congratulate Shane Van Gisbergen, who won his 5th NASCAR Cup Series race. All of them have come on road courses. So we congratulate him. And they're coming to my humble hometown this weekend. Excuse me. On Saturday, they will have the Cookout 400. That'll be Saturday night. We will actually be, at least I believe we are. I'll have to have a word with, I'll have to talk to Nick, but we're going to be doing the Bro Show. The Bro Show is back. Nick had a well-deserved vacation last weekend. So hopefully he's rested and recharged and ready to get back in the saddle and all that jazz, and we'll have that. So, there you have that. Good coffee. And you can check out the Bro Show with DJ Nick V and myself Saturdays from 2 to 7 p.m. Eastern, 1 to 6 p.m. Central on our on 98.6 The Mix Server 2. You can catch that there. We are planning to have for you another installment of the Relaxation Station, where we will take a look at some of the most interesting things on regarding to NASCAR and other subjects as well. I had the privilege of watching an IndyCar race. They raced at the Portland Raceway. It was Will Powers, I believe he's from Australia, and he took home the checkered flag in that one. Now I'm hoping to, now if there's another one on Sunday, I'm hoping to watch that, because the Richmond race will be on Saturday, and so we will not have a NASCAR race on Sunday, but so I can go and watch the IndyCar race and still have a little bit of racing. Bear in mind that we now have only 2 races left in the regular season. This weekend, it's the Richmond Raceway. Next weekend, they wrap up the regular season at the Daytona International Speedway. It'll be the Coke Zero Sugar 400. And then we'll start things off the week of the 31st of August. They'll have the Cookout Southern 500 at Darlington. They'll have Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. That's on the playoffs. My friend Amy, and you can actually subscribe to her if you have the channel Blind NASCAR Fan. It is currently being revamped, at least that's what I last heard. So, I told her that maybe she should, if she wants to do something NASCAR related, maybe, watch the races and then, give your thoughts on it. Well, that's what I sometimes do on the Relaxation Station. Coffee has almost disappeared. Well, there's no more coffee in it. So, with that being said, I thank you so much for watching. This has been the Blind Coffee Man. I'm going to go take care of some things here around the office. And we'll be back next time with a taste test of Boyers' Chocolate Mousse Coffee.